Finally, I'm doing it. Here we are, here we are. It is the 24th of August 2020. Howdy, my name is Diana Chu here at Slow Gaze. I am all about slowing down and turning the gaze inward. Today we're going to be introducing a low buy for 6 months. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Wherever you are in the world, I am here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm not wearing foundation, concealer, any base makeup today. I just have a little bit of blush on my cheeks. I'm trying out a new mascara from It Cosmetics, and I have my Chanel Rouge Feu, or this really bright fire red lipstick on. I recently did a lip declutter. I am falling back in love with lipsticks and reminding myself that even though I do wear a mask, no matter where I go outside, I am indoors for most of the time and I can wear lipstick for myself. It really cheers me up. It also makes me feel like I have to wear less base makeup and other eyeshadows and whatnot, so I'm falling back in love with my lip collection. All this to say, the lipstick you already own, the eyeshadow palette you already own, the brushes you already own, those are the most sustainable option for the planet because you already own them. I talk about moving my collection into a more sustainable, clean beauty space a lot, or at least I touch on it, but I'm so careful of the idea to just toss out everything that I own, chuck it away and say, yes, I'm gonna be sustainable and I'm going to only buy from brands that have sustainable packaging. Like, that's all good and well-intentioned, but for the planet, someone still has to produce that, ship it to me, and I still am wasting so much product that I already spent money on. I don't want to condone that type of consumption or mindless minimalism either. I named my channel Slow Gaze because I wanted to turn the gaze inward and slow down. I think a lot of what we do and what we see on YouTube, there's a 20-minute video about decluttering 75% of your makeup. And that is such a short amount of time to be actually doing the thing that has us all excited about, but behind the scenes, there could have been days, months, years of deliberating and figuring out why I'm drawn to that many lipsticks or what brought us to that point. That kind of work is so crucial, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit when I'm introducing my low buy. I definitely have some fears. I, for one, definitely have that weird YouTube fear that is so new to me that, oh, no one will watch my channel or no one will care about my beauty reviews if I don't make new content about new releases. I also have the weird and irrational fear that if I don't have new makeup and I don't have a large collection, it'll seem like I have less authority or I don't know what I'm talking about. I have the fear that I might be tempted even more to shop because I put the restriction on myself. I am that kind of person that the more I'm told not to, in my own passive way, figure out maybe a way to do it anyway, or figure out a way to rationalize my way through some restrictions that I don't agree with. I have a low-grade fear too that once I really turn and look at my stuff, I'm gonna find out that I hate it all. I have the fear that once I turn the gaze inward, I'm gonna hate myself. And that is basically the opposite of what makeup has done for me. It has made me feel more confident about myself, given me reason to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and not completely hate what I see. These are all extreme, unrealized, and recognized fears, but I can feel them rising in me when I talk about this. This will be for 6 months, September 1st, 2020 through March 31st of 2021. It'll eclipse my birthday. I am a Pisces, and I'm going to make some rules for myself, which I will delineate for you now. I have a small budget for makeup, skincare, hair, nails, all kinds of beauty bath products that are either cosmetic or that help me with my skincare routine every day. That will be given $300 US for 6 months. Clothing also has a $300 limit for these 6 months. I anticipate buying maybe a cashmere sweater set or something that is higher quality. I'm definitely eyeing something from the Reformation right now. Handbags and shoes. Handbags notoriously are my passion area. You think that I love makeup? Well, I love handbags more. If you want to see a handbag tour or a handbag video, please let me know, because I'm so into designer handbags as well. If you're wondering where I get all this money from, it is not because I'm a crazy rich Asian. It's not because my parents have a trust fund. They are immigrants. They moved to the United States with $200 in their pocket and 2 suitcases each back in the 70s. And they met here in Utah, of all places. They've worked hard all their life, and they're still working very hard. And I've gotten that work ethic from them. I'm running my own business on the side. I do a lot of freelance, and I am working a 9-to-5 in a Fortune 500 company. I am also white adjacent, meaning that I enjoy and have a lot of privilege from having a light skin tone and functioning almost as white in this society. So that has given me so much opportunity and has helped my career grow. I don't have kids, don't have a dog, I have a cat at home, but I definitely have a healthy disposable income, and I choose to buy and splurge on things that make me feel like I can transcend my banal reality. Starting my YouTube channel has definitely helped me understand that I'm also seeking a tribe out here in this space, that I want to find and connect with beauty lovers alike and figure out where I sit within this community. A lot of my friends don't wear makeup. They don't know a Dior from a Givenchy from a Balenciaga. I love them so much for it. I just happen to also have my own passions, and I wanted to seek out people who have the same aesthetic. So handbags and shoes get a $500 6-month budget. That seems like a lot. It breaks down to about $83, $84 per month. I'm really only planning on purchasing maybe 1 pair of shoes and hopefully no handbags, but I know sometimes something crops up, especially on a resale website like The Real Real, which I shop all the time, and sometimes you just can't let something slip away. I'm trying to wean myself off of that mentality, but that is definitely the mentality that I am starting off with here. Finally, homeware and decor also get a $300 6-month budget. Thrifting, upcycling, and trading are going to be my keys to get me through this. I will also be posting a video on how I like to talk myself out of a purchase. I'm going to be starting a blog spot because I'm 30 and 2020 is the time to revisit all of the wonderful things about the internet and document more of my writing and not just my speaking to you and sharing with video. If you want to know more about my life and minimalism and my journey towards that, I would love to share that through writing, through photographs. I'll be posting more on that soon. How did I get to this budget? Well, there are some skincare items that I know that I purchase often. I have a sunscreen that I love to purchase. I know that I'm almost running out of my Kosas concealer. I know I have other concealers, but I'm also working through declutters. So there's so much paradox between what I'm trying to get rid of and how I'm trying to clarify my lifestyle with all of these ideas of, oh, I have to hold on to that because will it get me through a 6-month low buy? Of course it will. I have one face, and honestly, the time to do it is now because of the self-quarantine, because of this idea of coping and figuring out how to stay positive. There's no better time for me to be doing this. I'm already dreaming of the Pat McGrath x Supreme red lipstick. I'm dreaming of the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. I just love that scent. I'm lusting after the Salt NYC magnetic palettes because in my dream mind, I'm going to depot what I have and I'm going to just live out of just the small edited palette. So I already have wants, I already have a wish list, and hopefully I can revisit that wish list every month with you. Behind the scenes though, and I want to be very upfront, is that this is a conscious, intentional move. This is not a extremist move. This is not something to be dramatic. This is not me flexing. I literally want to streamline and understand what I have, why I bought it, what is serving me, and use up what I already own. I also want to dig into my finances. So behind the scenes, I will be looking at my bank account every single day and tracking for 2 weeks just to understand where my money is going. Maybe you do this already. Kudos to you. I have a pretty good sense of where I like to spend money and what my triggers are. On a granular level, not so much. I also am newly married a year, so we have like a joint account, we have a business account, and now I have my personal account, and I would like to understand a little bit more of where the money is going. So this is my budget now. $300, $300, $300, and $500. Seems like a lot. I'm trying to give myself less of a strict feeling and more of a flexible feeling so that I can, if I want to, be able to weigh purchases before diving into a purchase. I can always readjust the budget, lower, never higher. And at the end of this, I would love to revisit the budget and see, based on what I learn from tracking my expenses, based on what I'm lusting after and how quickly that lust can fade, and see if I did another no buy or a low buy, what kind of budget would I actually really need? Because this is kind of a safety net right now, and it's a little bit more fluid and diaphanous, but I'd like to really know. People always ask about gifts and gift cards and whatnot. I mean, that stuff, it really doesn't happen that often for me, to be honest. Okay, let's just say, for example, if a gift card comes in for $25 for Sephora, I can put that into my budget, but it won't increase the budget. It would be just $25 from someone else, and it would still have a $300 cap. I wouldn't be increasing it to $325. If I received gifts or something where I traded for something, you know, that's great. I'm just not buying it, so it's not going to be part of my like, oh, woe is me, I can't handle this. I will take it in stride. I have already panic purchased a little bit because this stuff is pretty daunting, and even though it's not the most extreme no-buy situation, still kind of extreme in my head. So I can feel myself grabbing for the security blanket Nordstrom anniversary sale. I saw that they had the YSL Volupte Shine in Pink Babylon, number 13. That is going to replace the one that I already just used up. I just did a lip declutter like I mentioned, and I already bought a couple more lipsticks on Nordstrom. So I really want to kick this habit. Here we go. If you have any tips for me, or if you have any people that you think I should follow, please let me know. If you're interested in going on this journey with me, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up and tell me that you're out there. Show your support and let me know if there's any specific content you'd love me to cover as I launch into this. So if you've made it to the end of this video, I highly encourage you to subscribe, just because it'll help my videos grow, this channel grow. It'll also help me understand what kind of content is tracking. I've totally wiped my Instagram at slowgaze, so I'm gonna be posting a lot more about my journey here there. If you want to see the artwork that I do outside of the YouTube space, I am at dianachu.art. Well, wish me luck. This is the most privileged thing to say. Choose how much money I can spend on certain things that are not necessities, but that are going to make my life feel more edited. Well, hey, I'm here and I am so privileged. I really acknowledge that. If this isn't your jam, nice knowing ya. You can X out of the video right here, but I am glad you stayed with me this long, and I wish you all the best. I hope you're staying safe out there. I hope you and yours are also staying healthy and safe and having a good mental and emotional state. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Adios.